Think about the administration that surrounds each job that moves through your business, from the moment it comes in until it's finalised. For some jobs, it's crazy how much admin and coordination happens. Talking to customers, recording details, preparing quotes, scheduling times, creating invoices, chasing payments, it all adds up and can be way out of proportion to the job itself, the actual work you're being paid to do. Streamlining all these aspects of job management is why ServiceMate exists, to free up the business for more worthwhile pursuits, like building the business, training staff, or spending time with family and friends. But ServiceMate isn't just about organising all your jobs into neat boxes, so you can swap a paper-based system of administration for an electronic one. We want to help automate, systemise, or eliminate administration across your workflows. Our most significant development in this space is the Services add-on. The Services add-on gives you a platform to save time or completely remove busy work before and after doing the actual job. Tasks like communicating with potential customers, preparing quotes or estimates, creating new jobs in ServiceMate, arranging booking times with customers, scheduling the job to an appropriate staff member, preparing invoices, and processing payment. So what does Services actually look like, and how is it applied? The core concept of the add-on is that you teach ServiceMate a systemised method of how you price and schedule services your business offers. With this information, it can do two things. First, customers can browse your services, provide information or attachments, and book a job with an appropriate staff member directly into your ServiceMate schedule. You can create a range of booking pages for different services and purposes, with flexible outcomes. You can make pages which allow customers to submit an inquiry, book a time for an on-site quote or estimate, generate a live price for a job, then book it directly into your schedule, and even prepay for the job as part of the booking process. You can also set when the services offered are on-site, where you would travel to the client, or workshop services where clients would come to you. Let's look at an example of an on-site service. Here's an online booking page for a small business offering a range of services. It's a normal link, so I could have come here from their website, Facebook page, or some Google advertising. I'll start by selecting the pest control service. First, I start typing my address and can confirm it from the drop-down. They've got a few options around the pest control services they offer. The business needs to know what kind of pests I suspect might be around. So I fill out some details about what I want them to look for. Then I let them know how to gain access. With this filled out, I can proceed to select a time, and I'm presented with some prices for the service and available booking times. If I click Show More, there are even more possible times shown. For some reason, this option is a bit cheaper and the time works for me, so I'll select it and proceed to check out. From there, I fill in my details and can book the service. A confirmation email arrives straight away, confirming the booking details. In the business's dispatch board, this job, which has just been booked online, has been created and scheduled to a staff member, with all of the client and job details, costs and durations auto-populating the job card. So, we've seen how Services allows customers to get a live quote, select a time and book a service at any time, day or night, without interacting with the business at all. The second big piece to Services is that you can apply this systemization internally. This gives all team members the ability to quote and book jobs where usually these tasks will be limited to certain staff. In ServiceMate's online dashboard or the app, anyone can apply a service in a new job card. So, whether you're on site or speaking to a potential client over the phone, you can start a service, step through a series of questions, and generate a price for the client on the spot. If they accept the price and would like to go ahead, because you teach ServiceMate which staff members are capable of performing each job, ServiceMate can analyse staff schedules and present possible booking times. All of this means any staff member, even those new to the business, can confidently provide on-the-spot quotes and schedule jobs, with the surety that they've captured all the right information, the job is priced correctly, and it will be scheduled to an available team member capable of doing the work. Alternatively, you can use services to generate a quote, then issue it to the client for consideration. If they want to go ahead with it, online the client can accept the quote, choose a time and book the job in themselves. So by this point, you might have some questions. For a specific type of job being systemised with services, how does ServiceMate know things like what questions to ask the client online, or an internal team member trying to generate a quote? How much to charge, and what billable items are needed in order to display a price? Or which staff members can perform different jobs created with the services add-on? And how does ServiceMate know how long any particular job will take, and allow for this when presenting booking times? When you think about it, there are a lot of variables surrounding how you price and schedule work. This all adds to the administration surrounding your jobs and taking up your time. So how does services take all of these factors into account? It all comes back to teaching ServiceMate about the variables and logic used in pricing and scheduling your services, and applying some systemization principles. This is all done in the Services Manager in your online dashboard. If you haven't already, activate the Services add-on, then open the Services Manager. Those with access to settings can create and publish services in this interface. Here, you can see all your different services, create new ones, or import pre-built services from others such as ServiceMate partners. First, click New Service. This opens a new service editor. This is where you teach ServiceMate the logic behind how you price and schedule your work. Within this service editor, you can create and manage a specific type of service your business offers. Whether you're creating a service for a general inquiry form, quote request, or job booking, it all starts here as a new service. Let's create a straightforward on-site service for air conditioner cleaning and sanitization, which we'll publish as an online booking page for customers. Keep in mind it's just an example and the principles are the same for all industries. In the Service Details view, you can enter standardized details like the service's online title and description, what the ServiceMate job description will be for the jobs where this service is applied, and whether you want pricing to be shown to customers. In service pricing, you can set the method of how pricing of a service is calculated. This can be fairly simple, applying a fixed amount of labour and materials, or using the variable pricing method, the logic can be more sophisticated. You can create a set of questions for online customers or staff to fill out with their answers determining what billable items, quantities, time and labour is added to the job. The questions you create can be put to customers in different ways. You can ask free text questions, multiple choice or numeric questions, and you can even ask the customer to upload a photo or file. You can also set conditional questions, which will only appear if a certain answer has been provided for a previous question. The variable pricing method and your custom questions are a core piece of the add-on, allowing you to systemize how you determine the price and duration of a job, and making it possible for any customer or staff member to generate a quote and book a service. Also in service pricing, you can set minimum criteria to make sure service jobs are worthwhile. You can set a minimum duration or value criteria which must be met, or set a maximum value. Any customers with jobs which don't meet or exceed these criteria will instead prompt the submission of an inquiry for you to manually review. Keep in mind that at any point you can save and click preview to view a test version of the online booking page. In the scheduling view, you can configure scheduling options for the service. You can set whether the outcome will be the scheduling of an on-site quote, scheduling the actual job to be performed, or that no scheduling options be presented to customers. Here, you can set some rules around how soon and how far in advance a service job can be booked into your schedule, as well as allow ServiceMate to discount the price of certain booking times presented to customers if it would result in scheduling efficiencies for staff. And of course, you need to select which staff members in the business are capable of performing the service being created. This is so ServiceMate knows whose schedules to analyse when presenting possible booking times. If an on-site service is being created, pricing is being displayed to the customer, and you've connected ServiceMate with a Stripe account, online payment will be an option. You can decide whether to accept partial or complete prepayment of the job via credit or debit card. This is through a Stripe payment portal and will be at the end of the online booking process. Lastly, in the policies view, you can set some rules around how distant a job site can be from your office and whether to add a travel surcharge beyond a certain distance. Once finished setting up your service, click Preview again and check that your logic and settings are working as intended. Then back in the Services editor, click Publish. Here you can choose whether to publish the service to staff only or staff and customers. Select Staff Only if you only want internal team members to be able to apply a service to a job. Select Staff and Customers if you'd also like ServiceMate to host an online booking page for you to promote to customers. ServiceMate will then run some pre-flight checks before publishing the service, and if it's published to staff and customers, you'll be able to click this link to access the URL for your new online booking page, as well as the homepage for all your services. You can add these links to your website, social media, emails, and digital advertising campaigns. You can also paste in Facebook and Google advertising codes here, which will let you track the effectiveness of your advertising. To find these links again, click Self-Serve Online Booking in Settings. Check out the Help Center and other services videos for more guidance on how to automate and systemise with the Services add-on.